Hey everyone, welcome back to Nurse Love Addiction. Last time, Itsuki destroyed the laboratory, in a sense, by turning them into the police. And now she's kind of disappeared and nobody really knows where she is. Not even Sakia, which is why we're talking to Sakia right now. You know, before she dropped this loaded question on us. So, why why prolong prolong it any further? Asuka, your answer is. As Miss Sakia asks me this all of a sudden, I feel a shudder course through my body. I can't answer that question. I don't understand why she's asking me this. She is the one who's supposed to be Itsuki's girlfriend. I don't know how to answer. It's obvious how I should really answer this question. I should say that I'm not in love with her, but I can't say that. I say this.
いつきって意地悪だし、何考えてるかわからないし。苦手だし、嫌いだって思ったけど。
Asuka. Though it's my name, it's always felt painful when she's referred to me like that. But still.
アスカに迷惑はかけない。二度とこんなことないから、安心して。
Thinking about it now, I feel like something's not right about the way she says Asuka. Just remembering her voice makes me feel a tightness across my chest.
今はわからないのね。うん。ただ胸が痛いの。そう。ごめんなさい。謝る必要なんてないわ。私が聞いたのよ。でも。謝る必要なんてない。
Miss Sakia plants her fork in one of the apple slices on the plate, and then holds it out to me.
どうぞ。
I hesitantly accept the apple slice. Miss Sakia also picks up a slice for herself with the other fork and elegantly brings it to her mouth. Following her example, I also take a bite from my apple slice. We go on eating the apple for a while without exchanging any words. The apple tastes sweet. After finishing the apple, Miss Sakia takes the fork back from me.
流しに置いてくるわ。
She stands up from the chair and walks over to the kitchen. And then I catch a glimpse of her face as she goes. She looks as if she's crying, but I can also see something like a faint smile on her face.
そうね。いつきは。
I can't catch the last part of her murmur. Two days later, a package is delivered to our dorm room. It's a small cardboard box. Wondering why Hiromi used a whole box just to send a single disc, I accept the package.
なおちゃん。
I take the disc from the box and ask now.
なにお姉ちゃん。これってさ、なおちゃんのタブレットパソコンに入れられる？そのままじゃ無理だけど、外付けのドライブつないだわ。
Because I don't know how that works, I'm leaving that to now. Now is doing it for me without even asking me about the details. She's such a great sister. And then, about 10 minutes later,
データタブレットに移したよ。これでいけるはずだけど。ありがとう、なおちゃん。ねえ、お姉ちゃん。 これってプリマ？うん、未完成らしいけどね。一応遊べるからって。
I explain this to Nao as she hands me the tablet.
そっか。じゃあなお勉強してるから使い方とかわからなかったら聞いて。そうする。
Nao goes to her desk, and I sit down on the floor and touch the screen of the tablet. I go ahead and launch the unfinished version of Wizard Nurse Prima. The title screen pops up, but there's no sound or background music. The screen features an innocent-looking girl, Prima, in the signature Prima pose, wearing a costume I'm quite familiar with. Her smile looks heroic and cute at the same time.
これが私。
I tap the screen, and the game starts. As Miss Hiromi told me, playing this unfinished version of Prima is basically a process of merely clicking through a single storyline. I don't know exactly how similar Prima is to this show called Powered by Angels. I don't know that, but still. After reading on for about an hour, I understand. I understand it completely, the message which Itsuki put into
自
Prima.
分じゃわからなかったのかな。
I think you should just ask now to Google the TV show for you. Then, you know, you'd have some answers, but maybe that wouldn't make for as exciting of a story. I continue reading the story with some breaks in between. It's already nighttime. I exchange goodnights with Now and continue reading in my bed. Miss Hiromi told me that the game was playable until right before the ending, but the story is already reaching some kind of climax. Prima is facing off against a queen-like character who has been secretly controlling Virilis, the evil force threatening the world. But because Prima has awakened all sorts of special powers inside herself, the queen cannot defeat her. Even so, the queen keeps on attacking. She keeps on attacking, again and again, even though Prima suggests they stop fighting.
なんだよ。
And then the battle ends with the queen basically destroying herself. The queen shares her final words with Prima, and then the game stops. I can't see the ending because it hasn't been made yet.
なんだよ、これ。
I mutter this to myself, staring at the still screen. At the end of her battle with Prima, the queen's powers start to run rampant and her body gets consumed, turning into a monster of unstable energy. And then she proceeds to try to integrate Prima into her own body as well. But even that seems to be no match against Prima's powers, and the queen's body starts disintegrating. And then the queen's final words. I just wanted to become one with you, Prima.
これって熱烈なラブレターじゃん。
Well, that's one way of looking at it, Asuka. From Itsuki to Asuka. That's the meaning behind Prima. She probably realized it herself after Miss Hiromi pointed it out, but she couldn't admit it. And that's why Itsuki canceled the development of Prima.
なんなんだよ。こんなさ。
An unfamiliar anger wells up in my chest. If I'd really have to put my feelings into words, I'd have to say I feel aggrieved that she would have made something like this. Part of me wants to say, hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. It's just like I told you, you see?
くそ。
I put the tablet aside and pick up my smartphone. I call Itsuki's number, but she doesn't pick up. I sent her an angry message, but she doesn't reply. Being ignored yet again only adds fuel to my rage.
一言言ってやらないと気が済まない。
Though I'm not sure what exactly I want to say to her.
引きずり出してやらないと気が済まない。
I have no clue how to go about that, though.
ああ、もう。考えろ、私。
My jellyfishish brain goes into full operation. My mind is so active that I just can't fall asleep that night. And finally, just around the time when my duller than dull mind becomes aware of the first morning light behind the curtains, it comes to me. It seems like my jellyfishish brain can produce something good once in a while too. Could I call this a brilliant idea? But it's a pretty reckless plan though. I don't think the chance of success is that high either, and in the end, I won't be able to pull it off on my own. I'll need help for this. But this might be the only option. I know that I won't come out of this unscathed myself, but I have no time to worry about that. I look at the calendar. I search my memory. There's probably not much time. I'll have to move immediately. Wait, what are you thinking, Asuka? What's going on in that jellyfish brain of yours? A few busy days pass by. First, I make some phone calls. I've asked all kinds of people for their help, and I've made all kinds of arrangements. Through a super tight schedule, I've somehow managed to rush all the pieces into place. I end up getting some help donations from now, and now I'm facing the morning of the big day. It's early morning. I've dressed up in Prima's costume. I didn't expect that the day would ever come that I'd be wearing this costume again, especially of my own free will. It had been in the box Miss Hiromi sent me, together with the Prima game, though Miss Hiromi definitely wouldn't have expected that I'd be using it for this. But what are you gonna do, Asuka? Please, elaborate. I look at my reflection and mutter to myself how much I'm hating this. But you know who would appreciate this? Now would. I'm saying this to Prima, as well as to my past self. To Asuka, whose personality Itsuki gave to Prima. I do think that it's a little desperate, but in order to get Itsuki into the open, this is the only way. This is as far as my jellyfishish brain can take me. I was gonna say, if you don't let Now see you in this costume for at least one last time, like, you're an awful sister. Having helped to dress me up, Now looks at me with an expression filled with adulation. I'm not exactly sure how to respond to that. I avert my gaze and look at the calendar. Today's date is highlighted in red pen, and there's something written under it as well, written by me. The big day. I remember the email I sent to Itsuki yesterday. The game will be sold at tomorrow's event. The location is. I contacted some friends from high school who were big into doujin things, former members of the Jellyfish Club. I knew they'd have a stand at this event where they sell doujin magazines. I asked them if they could add Prima to their assortment, and they agreed. I wasn't sure if they'd agree, and I asked them really last minute, so I was pleasantly surprised that they did. It's still unfinished. It's no problem if it doesn't sell, I just need you to put it there. It was a really weird thing to ask, but my friends agreed anyway. I slapped my cheeks to give myself some extra vigor. I told my friends I'd meet them in front of the event hall. All that's left is to head over there. When suddenly... now looks at me with a concerned expression.
何？なお、今気づいたんだけど、その格好すっごくいいと思うんだけどね。
Yes?
お姉ちゃん、その格好で会社まで行くの？
Fair question.
上に何か羽織れば。違いよ。
Oh, classic Asuka.
それがいいと思う。
And now looking out for us. What a good little sister you are. I ended up putting this on for nothing. I change into some normal clothes and leave the dorm.
いってらっしゃい、お姉ちゃん。
Now waves at me as I go. I just told her that I'm doing this in order to get Itsuki out into the open, but I haven't told her anything else. But because it's now after all, she's probably figured out a big part of
う
it.
まくいくといいね。
Oh, now so sweet to us. I love you now. But only like a sister. But I don't know about Nao's true feelings behind those words, so I just nod at her. Also, okay, so we're gonna try to get Itsuki out into the open by selling the game unfinished. I guess that is the best you could come up with in a situation like this. I'm not sure if it'll work, but something tells me something important will happen as a result, regardless. Beep.
1年ぶりか。
1 year since Itsuki forced me into this Prima costume, when she made me say those lines and adopt those poses. Summer last year. This time, though, I'm wearing it of my own free will.
いつき来るかな。いつきって？あ、なんでも。そう。あ、一部1000円になります。
My friends are pretty busy. The magazines on their tables get sold one after another. Sitting down, I look in front of me. Wizard Nurse Prima, unfinished. Release date, unconfirmed. There's no way anyone would buy it. I'm really too naive.
来るかな。いつき。
No sign of her. Damn it. The speakers announce that the event has reached its closing time. The remaining people in the hall all join each other in a round of applause. My friends' magazines were already sold before afternoon, so they already cleaned up their things and went to check out the rest of the event since they didn't have anything else to do. They're not back yet. They must be clapping their hands too, somewhere inside the hall. Of course, Prima hasn't sold a single copy. There have been some people who picked it up out of interest, but that was it. On the other hand, there were countless people who wanted to take cosplay pictures of me. The applause goes on for a long time. Lots of applause. And then blended into the sound of the applause.
恥ずかしい格好で恥ずかしいもん売ってんな。あ、売れてないのか。
Oh. A voice. For a moment, I think my friends have returned. I look in the direction where I heard the voice from.
こんな注意書きしてて売れるわけねえじゃん。いつき。
It's Itsuki. She came. She really came. I was able to make her show herself.
いつき。
I wonder how long it's been. A month? I feel like it's been both a really long and a really short time. 1 month. I know I've been thinking about her this whole time. I realize that the moment I see Itsuki. But I really don't know whether it's because I love her or I hate her.
なんだよ、幽霊でも見たような顔して。うわ、自分で幽霊なんて言っちまった。
Itsuki shifts her gaze from my dumbfounded face and she picks up a copy of Prima.
ヒロミだろこれ。あいつ余計な真似しやがって。
The way she spits it out so hatefully is getting me instantly annoyed.
そんな言い方することないじゃん。おかげで来る気なかったイベントに来させられることになった。いい迷惑。迷惑って。
Come on, it's you're the one who like disappears and doesn't tell anyone. That's way more of a nuisance.
で、やったんだろこれ。
Itsuki gestures to the CD case. And then I remember how by playing Prima and getting to know Itsuki's feelings for Asuka, I'd felt like I wasn't going to be satisfied until I could tell her something about it. And now, having carried out this reckless plan, I've finally gotten myself face to face with her.
あれ
The thing I wanted to tell her.
私、なんて言ってやろうと思ってたんだっけ
I hadn't decided the most important thing. As I'm in the process of losing my mind on the inside, I glare at Itsuki with stern eyes.
そうだよ、やったよ。それでいつきに言いたいことができたの。へえ、何？それは。
Itsuki looks at me with a slight grin. I start exclaiming, relying on momentum alone.
主人公のプリマはアスカで、敵のクイーンはいつきでしょ。私が言った通りじゃん。いつきはアスカのことをすっごく意識してた誰よりも、そういうのが詰まってたもん。やっぱりいつきじゃん。アスカのことを忘れられなくてこだわり続けてたのって。
I say all of this in one go, so I need to catch my breath. Coming to my senses, I realize that the applause has ended, and people in the hall are staring at us from a distance. Well, I guess it's not hard to understand how a beauty like Itsuki getting in a quarrel with a girl dressed up in a costume would attract attention. Itsuki was silently listening to what I had to say, but...
何言ってんの?
Her tone alone is already making a big fool out of me.
何言って、そんな言い方。それ、前にカラオケで私に言ったことじゃん。同じこと言うためにわざわざこんな回りくどいことしてそんな格好してんの?
Yeah, so, Itsuki, that's not a big deal.
もしかしてハマった? コスプ
Right, we're just trying to hide our addiction to cosplaying and Prima. And we...
ハマってない!
I deny it, but what Itsuki says is true.
同じこと。
It is the same thing. But... Well, never mind. What I wanted to tell Itsuki in the end... I tried desperately to come up with something to say, but nothing comes out. I'm such an idiot. Then, for some reason, Itsuki's face becomes serious.
じゃあ、こっちも言わせてもらう。
Oh boy. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
全くもってその通り。私は昔のあんたにこだわってた。私が知ってるあんたはすごくて、憎らしくて、憧れて、ムカついて。なのに、どうだよ。今のあんたと来たら、昔の自分はどこかに置き忘れてきたみたいに、ポンコツになって、見る影もなくて、バカで。って、それは昔もか。
Oh, ouch, ouch. Shots fired.
抜け子で。いつきだって同じこと言ってるだけじゃんか。
But as I interrupt what she started to say...
いや、抜け子は、私か。え？
I draw a blank at Itsuki's words. I give her a long, hard look. Itsuki seems to take a deep inhalation.
昨夜と会って話してきた。
She knocks some sense into you? I feel confused at Itsuki's unexpected words.
いろいろ正直に話しに行ったらさ、言われたよ。全部知ってたって。私が昔のあんたにこだわってることも、あんたになろうとしてたってことも、最初から。
咲夜さんが。
気づかないとでも思ったのか、間抜けって思いっきり怒鳴られた。あいつあんなでかい声出んのな。
I almost couldn't imagine Sakia yelling.
そんで振られた。バカは許せるが間抜けは許せないんだと。そんできついの一発もらって。
Itsuki holds up her hand to illustrate.
拾って。
I remember that time when I saw Misaki and Itsuki having the fight in their room. But then Itsuki squeezes her hand into a fist.
いや、みぞおちにナックル、拳。
Ouch. It's already a big surprise that Itsuki got dumped, but that she also got punched in the stomach?
本当なの？
嘘だよ。
God damn it, why don't we ever believe anything that comes out of your mouth, Itsuki?
はい？どこからどこまで？
Seriously.
ナックルは嘘。振られたのは本当。そりゃあ見事に。
I feel lost for words. Before long, a crowd is gathered around us. I see my friends among the crowd as well. This isn't exactly a public affair, but I don't want to chase her away. I can't read from Itsuki's expression how she's really feeling. It seems as if I can see some pain in her eyes, though she's trying to act like she's okay. That's my impression.
なんで傷ついてるの？振られたから？
I think so for just a moment, but then immediately.
違う。傷つけたからだ。咲夜さんを。
She feels hurt because she hurt Miss Sakia from the bottom of her heart. She feels just like a trembling child.
でさ、アスカ。
She calls me by my name. Not Asuka, but Asuka. It's my name. No logic involved, but I can tell.
あれから記憶戻ったりした？
全然。さっぱり。そんな気配もゼロ。だよ。
そっか。ふん。
I don't quite understand her tone. She's speaking to me with an almost foolish smile on her face.
ご承知の通り、本来の私は地味で気が小さくて、いつも誰かに守ってもらわなきゃダメな臆病なやつなんだ。
Itsuki when she was little. The real Itsuki who was kept hidden by her wish to become like Asuka.
だからさ、ここは一丁抜け殻と間抜け、抜け子同士付き合っちゃわない？
That's one way to look at it. I exclaim hysterically without realizing it.
いや、昔のあんたと私だったら釣り合わないだろうけど。
Probably not.
今のダメダメなあんたと昨夜に振られたダメダメな私ならちょうど釣り合い取れていいんじゃないかって。
What the hell is this girl saying? If now were here, she'd caution me about my language. The crowd around us is noisily murmuring.